This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, we'll see that today uh, Exchange Server 2016 installation. Okay, we need to follow the technical document for that plan and deployment. Like this is here. If you see the plan for the Exchange Server, see one point I need to highlight here. Like now, the latest Exchange Server 2019 is the latest application from Microsoft. Usually in the real time, what will happen, we will not directly deploy the 2019 application. Why will not deploy means, I will show you in the diagrammatic matter, you can easily understand. So this is my Active Directory, which is running on 2012 or 2016 OS.
2016.
Okay, 2016. This is for Exchange application also to be installed on Windows Server operating system only. Exchange I will use 2016 only, because of if I use 2019 latest, what will happen, the OS also we need to install 2019 only. 2019 application will support 2019 operating system only. If I'm having the like a operating system 2012 or 2008 operating system, we can't able to install the 2019 Exchange Server latest application. Okay, the OS and the application needs to be support here. Okay, and one more thing, in the IT infrastructure side, we will follow the n-1 kind of the formula. Let's say now 2019 is the latest. If I minus 1, 2016 is the application or operating system we'll use. Why means
after that is 2013.
Correct, 2013. Why means if you go to the direct latest operating system, if any bugs, okay, if any bugs in that operating system or application, we will not get immediately the bugs what happening, and the latest patches also will not get it immediately. So there are some challenges are there. Okay, that's why. Another thing, the financial wise also we need to think about it, because of the licensing we need to purchase it, and if the servers are running in the production environment, again we need to take the downtime, and we have to upgrade those with the latest application or OS. So there are some other things also include here, so people will not immediately if any new release coming in the market, people will not going to upgrade immediately. So it will take some time to upgrade. They will check all the areas like finance, licensing for the next upgradation, downtime. These are all coming into the picture. Okay, based on that only they will going to take the new licensing application or operating systems. Okay, so we will going to install 2016 application on 2012 or 2016 operating system. Okay, this is the plan and deployment. The architecture, Exchange architecture, we'll discuss about in the further classes how the architecture will be there. Okay, and next server requirements. Okay, server requirements we need to discuss now. If you see here, if you have currently I'm running with my organization Exchange 2010. Okay, I want to add a second server with the Exchange 2019. Okay, it will not support because of both the versions like it needs to be matched here up to some level. Like if you see in the 2013 CU update, cumulative update 21 onwards, it will match. Okay, what is the matching means? If I have a one server, if I want to establish a hybrid configuration between the two servers, Okay, that versions needs to be matched for the two servers. If suppose I am running with my existing server 2010, the new server which is going to add in the hybrid configuration, that is 2019, means again it will be the problem, it won't support. So the versions very important here. Okay, which version, which CU update will support for the latest one. So that needs to be check it here. The coexisting scenario, when it will happen, the coexisting scenario, in what cases it will happen. If you are going to create a hybrid, means if you are going to provide a hybrid solution, okay, if you are going to create a DAG, in that scenarios this version will coming into the picture. So this is one of the very important, which version it will be going to support. With the latest version we need to check it.
Yeah.
Okay, and supported hybrid deployment scenarios is there. Okay, this is also will see in the next slot. Initially, now we are going to installing the Exchange server. So once the Exchange server installation is completed, we'll directly looking into the hybrid setup. Okay.
Okay.
Next, network and directory server requirements. Okay, domain controller, we did it yesterday. Okay, with the 2016 operating system, we have installed and we have configured the domain controller. Domain controller is placed, there is no issues. Okay, and the Active Directory functional level, we discussed on this also yesterday. The functional level
Yeah,
needs
the
to be
forest and all.
forest functional level needs to be support here 2012 R2 or higher. Okay, and the Active Directory site is also ready. We have as of now only one site that is also configured. If you have in the real time, if you have a multiple sites, then again the configuration will be different for that sites, because of the IP addresses needs to be mentioned. The firewall rules also we needs to be allowed. There are some other things is there. Those we will discuss in our exchange session. Okay, and next DNS namespace. DNS namespace also is one of the important. Okay, it needs to be resolves our names, whatever the names we are going to provide for the application, that names also needs to be resolved. And here IPv4 also we can install, and it will support for the IPv6 also, it is telling. Both the versions we can use.
What has DNS got to do with all this? Yeah.
DNS, let's say if I want to open a webmail, okay, the URL needs to be configured here, like a HTTP / mail.webmail.com. If I want to, open the web page, that name needs to be resolved in my domain. That name needs to be resolved in my domain. So I will configure the DNS server. Okay, yesterday we have configured the DNS server which is integrated with the Windows. So within that domain, I can able to get my page using the name. Okay, let's say if I want to get the name, the same name with my page on the internet, again you have to go with the public DNS. We need to configure the your host name and DNS IP address, host name and IP address. We need to configure at the public DNS services. Then it will be propagated into the across all the DNS server in the world. Then you can able to open the page and you can able to access your mailbox. Okay, we'll discuss more on this
later.
DNS in the later. Then you can easily understand. And here one is the security concern. Okay, if you have any Active Directory domain services, they are telling, Microsoft is telling, don't install Exchange application on Active Directory installed servers. Some people what they will do, like why we need to configure another server. Okay, I have already a domain controller, I can install the Exchange application on the also in this domain controller.
No, in domain controller you can't do it. Yeah, you can only do the Active Directory.
Correct.
But the Exchange, do it on the server. If you're having 6 servers, so each server will be having their separate Exchange PowerShell everything separate. Yeah.
Correct. We need to do separate installation for Exchange server because of Microsoft is also not recommended to deploy the
But
both
what
the
about the
application.
PowerShell? Okay, I'm confused. See, in domain controller, they do have the Active Directory. They also have the PowerShell. So should we use the PowerShell there, or should we use it on the server, the Exchange server?
See here, PowerShell is Microsoft
And there are two
application.
types of PowerShell. One is you use it as an admin, ISE, and the other PowerShell is you use it as an Exchange PowerShell.
Correct. Here OS is 2016. Here also OS is 2016 we are running. Okay. Here also PowerShell will be there.
Yeah, PowerShell is there in AD. Yeah.
Okay. In the both the servers, PowerShell is here.
Yeah, both the servers it is there.
Okay.
But most
PowerShell
of
we
the
can.
time I'm using the PowerShell in Exchange.
Correct. We can use this PowerShell to run the commands and the scripts, but once you install the Exchange application, you
Yeah.
can get a Exchange integrated PowerShell,
Yeah, we get
Exchange
that
management shell.
Exchange integrated PowerShell.
Exchange PowerShell, Exchange management shell. Okay, the total commands which are providing by the Exchange or Microsoft application related commands, we can run those commands from this PowerShell. Okay,
Yeah.
few commands we can run PowerShell also, few scripts also we can run from the PowerShell, but which are related to the Exchange, we can run from the Exchange PowerShell only. We can't
Okay, good.
run it on the
Thank you.
PowerShell.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
this is the main difference we need to
Main
understand here.
difference. Yeah. And what about the PowerShell of Active Directory? We use that or no?
Yes, here also we can use the Active Directory related queries. Let's say if I want to create 100 accounts at a time, user accounts, we can
Yeah.
run the script. If particular
Okay,
time
got
server
it,
needs to
got
be
it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So for some, it depends upon scenario to scenario. Yeah.
correct. Here what we will do in Active Directory, we will create a user account.
We
Okay,
can also
here in
create migrations out there.
correct. Here what we will do in the Exchange mailbox will create it. Let's
Yeah.
say example, I have a two forests in my organization. I want to migrate the users from one forest to the another forest. So
Okay.
I need to run a script for over there because of to pull the all the user information for the migration, and the group policy information I need to pull it. So many tasks we can perform here, depends upon the scenario, depends upon the situation. Like if daily, usually will not do this task in Windows Active Directory or Exchange applications. Some servers I want to reboot particular time.
Yeah.
Okay. For every day, some servers needs to be reboot on the particular time. Okay, either after update the patches that needs to be reboot. What I will do, I will create a small script. I will upload into the task manager to run this task on particular time. So
Hmm.
it will automatically run that task on the particular time. After running the task means the script what we have created, it will automatically execute on that particular time.
Hmm.
Like this we can create scripts based on the requirements. Okay, uh, we'll take action necessarily on that time. Okay, next hardware requirements. The processor, AMD processor or Intel processor with the 64-bit architecture only it will be going to support. Okay, these two processors will going to support for this application installation. Okay, and next memory. Okay, one to minimum 128 GB for this memory. Okay, for
Hmm.
mailbox there are two roles here: mailbox and Exchange edge transport. Okay,
Yeah.
The large it will be going to support 256 GB. This again will coming into 120. Minimum recommended means 128 GB. We can customize here. This 120 GB exact not required to install mailbox server role. Okay, here uh, we need to assume, like, if you we need to calculate, not assume, we need to calculate the this memory size. Again, depends upon the mailboxes, how the messages, how many messages in and out will be going to happen. If you have a single server or multiple servers, those are configured on the HA. These are all things will coming into the picture here.
But
Okay,
right now, all
base
companies have multiple servers, everyone, yeah.
correct, multiple servers, they are running with the hybrid setup only.
Hybrid, and right now, all companies want to do hybrid because the way the things are, yeah. They want
Correct,
it in the cloud.
correct, correct. Okay, and next, paging file size. Okay, this will is going to set up based on the requirement, and disk space, 30 GB is free space is required. Okay, but we can go with at least 100 GB at the initial stage of the application installation. And screen resolution, file systems. Okay, anyway, NTFS earlier, a FAT file system is there. That one is not using now. After that, NTFS, new technology file system. And next, the latest is REFSC. It will going to support REFSC from 2012 operating system onwards. It will be going to support REFSC file system. And the supported operating systems. Okay, see, supported operating systems for mailbox and edge transport server roles. The 2019 is going to support. If I have a 2012 or 2016 operating system, I can't install to Exchange application 2019 on that operating system, because of here, if you want to install Exchange server 2019, the
Yeah,
operating system is also needs to be 2019 only. If I have
2019.
2016 or 2012, it won't support.
Right.
And PowerShell versions, okay, PowerShell versions also, it will be going to support on the 2019. I think latest is 6 or 7 is there. We'll see the exact version. And next, .NET Frameworks. This is one of the requirements to install application. .NET Frameworks is required, and supported clients for Exchange 2019. Supported clients means you have a mailbox. If you want to connect that mailbox, you
Hello. Hi.
Hello.
Hello, yeah, now I can hear you, yeah.
Okay. There is some network interruption.
Yeah, this happens
Okay.
often. Mhm.
Okay. Fine. Next, these are the system requirements. Okay. These are all the system requirements to install the Exchange application. Next, we're going to discuss about the prerequisites.
Yeah.
Okay, prerequisites. What are the prerequisites for the Exchange server? Okay, and the prerequisites for this .NET and Visual C++ package is required, Visual Studio package. These are all the prerequisites, and Media Foundation is also required. Those that we will install during the configuration of the server. And there are some Active Directory schema requirements also is there. Those also will see how we can going to installing time. We'll see those. Okay, and next thing, we have a prerequisites assessment guide is there. We'll see that you can understand more.
Yeah. Even TechNet, they have good articles related to everything, you know.
Correct, but that is see. First you need to understand the some basics kind of the thing,
Basic.
but
Yeah.
here everything are published. If you start reading you get confused.
Right.
Okay, if you start from the basics onwards, first you can learn the basics. After that you have to learn some level one kind of the concepts. Based on that, if I open this again, if directly if I going to read the document hybrid configuration, you'll
Yeah.
get a confused. Okay,
Right.
we need to go as a concept wise on the step by step,
Yeah.
then you can
Definitely.
easily understand
Yeah. Any
that
document that I read for my cases from Microsoft, I just read the important points and I go through 2, 3 more documents. I check their casework previously and everything is there. Because that case has happened before somewhere. Yeah.
correct. Okay, now see, this is the assistance, Exchange deployments assistance, but the people will not follow this assistance. Okay, this will give you the clear and cut information. What the people will do, like just go to the Google, see the different documents, Exchange step-by-step installation. They will do the configuration. If somewhere struck again, they will go back and check it. But if you follow this now, you can get a clear and cut information from here. Okay, click on this on-prem Exchange deployment, migrate Exchange to the Office 365. First we are doing this, and next step we'll do here. Okay, I will tell you how we have to analyze this. Okay,
Oh, I didn't know this document. This is new.
okay, here choose your deployment type. Okay, which version you are going to install. Now I have selected 2016. Okay,
Yeah.
click next. Okay, it is new installation or upgrade. Okay, if you have any 2013 or 2010 or 27 is running, if you want to upgrade that application, you can select it. But here we
But
are going
then
to installing the new one. Okay, click next. Okay, most domain topologies are this is any namespace you are running. As we have a DNS management in our organization between the Active Directory administration and network administration. We have our domain is ready. Okay, the examples domain name is here.
yeah,
Okay, click next. Yes. Create a public folders. What are the public folders? We'll see this level, like it is also share folders kind of the thing. We'll discuss this later. Click next. Yes. Deployment a edge server. This is a edge server, means the transport server. Okay, sorry, not a transport. This is an anti-spam server. Okay, yesterday we saw the network diagram, right? Like a
yeah.
here exchange, if you have exchange and AD, after internet firewall, okay, after the firewall, there will be the anti-spam server. Okay,
Yeah.
there will be anti-spam server. We will configure to filter our messages. To
Mm.
filter our messages. This is the anti-spam server. Microsoft is providing the edge server for that. This here we can use the edge server that is completely command prompt. There is no GUI for the edge server. You can, most of the companies will go with the this anti-spam servers from the third-party vendors like a Semantic,
Mm-hmm.
McAfee, Cisco, Iron Port, Mimecast. There are different big players are also in that area, but usually people will not prefer to use the Microsoft Exchange Edge Transport server because of here the server having the limited features, not having the more features. So people will not going to prefer this to use on the production environment. Okay, no, I'm not going to set up.
Okay.
Click next.
Mm.
Okay, before you begin, just all this uh, server roles or Active Directory schema, these are all the services are got updated or not. Just you can just consider it. Okay, this server role, Active Directory. There are two server roles here, not Active Directory, mailbox server roles. Okay, these are the two server roles. Active Directory schema update. We need to run the schema update. Certificate is also required. These are all the
So
stuff
we'll be
we
doing
need to
all
check
that
it.
today?
We'll start the installation.
Okay.
We'll see how much of it is completed. Based on that,
Okay.
we'll
Yeah.
do it. Okay, click next. Verify the prerequisites. Okay, system requirements. You know already system requirements.
Yeah.
Prerequisites. We know what are the prerequisites and
Yes.
permissions. We have to give the administrator account to whoever going to installing. We have to give them the administrator account. Okay, next, this is also done. Collect the information. We can once all the settings are ready, we'll get like this. See, description, Active Directory, domain, the forest, what we have configured, and Exchange 2016 application, edges, and these are the URLs. Okay, Outlook also it will be going to support external URLs, internal URLs. And next, the domain name. Okay, fully qualified domain names. What is the auto discovery DNS records? These are all we are getting clear and cut here. If you
Clear
see,
cut. And we discussed about all
clear,
this yesterday too.
correct. We can check it. Value in your organization. Yes, it is very value in your
Yeah, yeah. We
organization.
discussed about
And
OVA
click
and all also.
correct. This configuration namespace. Okay. By default, we have a namespace. So I'm clicking next here. Install the server roles. Which server role you are going to install? Mailbox server role or Edge transport server role. The time also it will be going to take 60 minutes to install that. Okay, click next. Install Office online server. Okay, we'll going to install Office online server. Office online server will support Outlook. It is a Outlook web app earlier. Okay, this is also we're going to do. Estimate time is 20 minutes and click next. Public folders, this also will discuss later. Public folders, click next.
Yeah.
Mail flow, then mail flow needs to be configured. after installation. These tasks will do after installations. Okay, 5 minutes. Configure the accepted domain. This also we need to do the 5 minutes task. Configure the default email address policies. This also 5 minutes job. And URLs. Yesterday we were trying about the discuss about the virtual auto discovery records we need to create. Those are all will coming into this here. See, if you see auto discovery blank, ECP, EWC, MAPI. These are all we'll discuss
MX
more.
toolbar and all that it comes on.
These are all we'll discuss once we'll install the extension. Okay, and click next. These are virtual URLs configuration, internal and external URLs. Internal URLs. Okay, click next. Certificate. The final step, we are going to configure the certificate. Why the certificate is required means because of once you publish your application on internet, the traffic needs to be encrypted. The traffic needs to be encrypted. So for that we will use the certificate. Okay, how to configure the certificate also we'll see. After this we have to check the post installation tasks, product key activation, permissions configurations, public folder, high availability options, mailboxes. Okay, if you want to set up a HA in between the two on-prem servers, how we can going to set up that also we'll discuss here. And next, hybrid setup. If you have a Microsoft or Office 365, this we are going to do in the next session.
Okay.
Next, managing, maintaining. Okay, start over. It's done. Okay, save and close. This is very useful. If you follow that, we can do it on the correct manner. Okay, now we'll.
And this was under Microsoft Deployment Assistant.
Correct. Let me log in into my GCP account. I'm going to create a new instance for Exchange application installation. We'll go and select Singapore region only because of yesterday we have taken Singapore region. For the communication purpose, both the servers are in the same region. It will be very useful. Otherwise, again, we need to allow the network communication. I'll go with the 15 GB RAM. Change. Data center. I'll make it this 100 GB. I'll add one more disk to install the application.
Okay.
Because of always you have to install the application on other disk, not in the OS disk.
Okay.
So that's why we have to create a new disk. Let me on my AD also, because of first we need to join into the domain. The Excel server, we need to join in the domain first.
Yeah.
will assign the static IP.
Yeah. So we have to turn off the firewall?
Yes, internet firewall we have to turn off. When in the same LAN servers are going to communicate now, if the firewall is on, again the communication will be going to interrupt. Internal firewall. In the production environment also we need to turn off, because of external firewall will be there. Okay, it will be going to monitor all the traffic, so internal usually will turn off. If you are on again, here the traffic will be going to checking again, the communication problem will be happen. So that's why usually we'll turn off the internal firewall. Next, need to disable IP6 or IP4. Ten dot 148 0.7.
0.1. Okay.
No, this is 7.
Yeah, physical address.
Gateway 148 0. The DNS IP, which server DNS I need to use here? My domain controller, because of DNS is hosted on the here 6 0.6.
We cannot use the Google DNS 8.8.8.
We can use, but here the forest is configured in this domain, right?
Yeah.
So we'll use this domain only. And next step, we have to enable the administrator account. Okay. I will join into the domain abc.local. Administrator. Now it is going to reboot.
Okay.
Third step, install the .NET and VS Studio
Is it
files.
important to do .NET and VS Studio?
Correct, because of the application is running on based on the .NET frameworks only. So that's why it is very important.
Okay. I didn't know about that one.
Correct. We have to install it. Otherwise, we'll face some application related issues.
Yeah, because we talk about the servers, Exchange, Active Directory, but we never speak about this.
Okay.
Even for the client, I'm talking from client. Yeah.
Okay. Let me check it. I'm getting internet or not here.
Mhm.
The packages needs to be downloaded from internet. Usually in the production environment, what we will do, not provide a internet to the production servers. So we'll download it onto the one file share server. So we will move those files to this Exchange installation server. But here in POC, I am using internet on the production server directly. As of now, it is not a production server. Now we are going to make this is a production server.
Mhm.
.NET Frameworks. Just click on it. Run.
So how will you get these softwares?
Directly we are downloading from TechNet document.
Okay.
See, if you click here, the computer requires following software.
Yeah.
Okay, we are installing it on directly from the TechNet. TechNet is providing everything, but we need to
Yeah.
understand how we can use those
Yeah.
features.
It usually works on complex cases. Yeah.
Correct.
Mhm. I don't go much on it, only once or twice. Yeah.
Ah, that is
Because I don't want to
fine.
confuse myself. Yeah.
Really, if you read more, you'll get a confused.
Yeah, that is the thing. Yeah. Take everything gradually. Yeah.
Correct. It's already installed. Fine, no issues. This one.
So
I'll
the
use the
tools of Microsoft tools are all must be over here only in the documents.
correct.
Yeah, so you know where the all the tools are in the documents?
Document here, maybe they have configured from the backend.
Yeah, because it is tough to get the documents. I was searching so much. Yeah.
Uh,
Everything is hidden.
mm,
Yeah. And all these tools are free of cost. You just
correct.
install it and it works. Yeah. So I pulled
But
up so many tools today from Microsoft.
mm, this license is required again.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
you're
we
not
have the
using a
license
license,
to work, but my
that is
work colleagues, my teammates, they pulled up the tools, so we all got it. Yeah.
uh,
Last time you were
inst.
asking, na? We were talking about tools.
uh, Install the next remote tools administration. I will run this command on the PowerShell.
Yeah. So you have to run it as a cloud administrator on your on
Domain
your
administrator.
as a domain, but on your regular machine.
Regular mission also initially while we are setuping, we'll use domain administrator account only. After that, we will segregate the roles based
So right
upon
now, where
the
are you installing this code? On which machine?
on Exchange server newly we created, right?
Okay, on the server. Okay, because I cannot
On the
see the
Exchange.
document is there. Yeah.
Fourth step, install the remote tools. Done. Asset tools. This is to using the Exchange Active Directory Request Installation Management tools.
Mhm.
Next, the server media foundation needs to be installed. This is related to the Skype and link.
Okay. But right now, no one is using Skype. They all are using
Teams, correct.
Team chats. Yeah.
Install.
And more hybrid companies are using SharePoint.
Correct. See, the Skype for Business is also going to expire on 2021. I'll show you the date exactly, and July or something is there.
Yeah. 2021 it is expiring. That's why they have stopped using. The companies are saying we don't want to deal it because they have to save all the data. No, tomorrow there is an issue
Correct.
between employees, so they need all that data.
Correct. Next, this software also we need to install it. This is also related to the Skype. Unified role is there, one of the server role. For that, we have to install this. Okay, next. Finish. This Windows component again, we need to install it.
Okay.
We need to reboot the server now. We have installed so many softwares. Let me reboot it. Now we need to update the schema.
Okay.
It's Active Directory related to the schema. The command is there, schema command.
Or either Google it, schema command, so it should pull up.
Let me try. 2 minutes. The software is installing.
Okay.
Yes, there are a few steps only we need to run it. Then the application will start installation.
Okay.
So once that is started, around it will take 1.5 hours to complete.
Okay.
Okay, let us leave it like that.
Yeah.
Once it will complete, tomorrow we'll see the configuration part.
Okay.
How is your work now? It is you're getting heavy work or
Yeah, heavy work right now. Yeah. Because all the
okay,
companies are going hybrid. Everyone is
okay,
working from home. Lot of issues. Yeah.
okay,
From issues with exchange, meetings, calendars,
okay,
system updates, lot of spams, viruses, and all. Yeah.
okay. You mean to
Phishing
say,
attack.
okay, you will be looking for more clients, right? You told?
No, no, no.
Okay,
Means not more clients. We already have the companies having clients. But this
okay,
is the company-wise issue that we are having a lot.
okay. Company wise on.
Yeah. Cases a lot of cases.
Okay,
But right now we all are new, so then we are taking few cases, not too
okay,
many.
okay. Means how about the means before of you, who was managing the services? Like anyone is
We
available?
had staff, yeah.
Okay, okay. Then fine.
Mhm.
They will share some inputs.
Yeah, yeah, we are having tier 2, tier 3, yeah. SME,
Okay, okay,
leads, yeah. Engineers on the floor.
I have mounted that to the E drive.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to changing the directory. CD /. Only uh, CD dot. If you remember commands, then only you can type. Otherwise,
Yeah.
directory is a CD. And, Let me check the change directory.
Mhm.
Fine. Now step 1. See, objects are in AD, right? Now we are updating that object information here.
Yeah.
Because of if you want to create a mailbox, it needs to be communicate to the AD to Exchange.
Right, right, right. Now after this, it will take 1.5 hours, no?
Only two commands we need to run it. After that, it will take 1.5 hours. Once we'll run that commands, we can leave it. It will happen back end. We'll see it
Okay.
tomorrow.
So we can do migrations maybe Monday.
I need to buy certificate, SSL certificate tomorrow. Today,
Okay.
or I will buy it. Okay.
Okay.
Once this is completed, now we'll try to do it. We'll start tomorrow the migration.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll complete it by tomorrow or day after tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because anyway, we'll get issues. We have to see how to overcome those.
We can do it day after tomorrow. Let's see.
Sure, sure.
Even when we are doing migration, we'll do a small migration of 5 people or 10 people. So the system doesn't break down.
That is fine, but see what happened. The initially, we need to establish the connection properly. Once the
Yeah.
connection is established properly, then we can do it either one mailbox. If you're doing in the one mailbox or five mailbox, there is no big challenge. Okay, the main thing is the configuration needs to be created properly. Once the
Mm-hmm.
connection is established, then we can do it, not a problem. While doing anyway, if you face challenges, that is secondary. We can troubleshoot it, not a problem.
Yeah.
Because of here, it will happen somehow easy compared to the production environment. In the production environment, what happened? We are not seeing here the firewall. Okay, in the between the firewall will be there. The firewall will be there now, again ports and the communications, there are so
Mm-hmm.
many challenges will come. I'll tell you that what of the ports needs to be allowed, because of the server, the application server is installing on premises, the Exchange application server. You are connecting to the cloud. If you imagine how the communication will be there,
Mm-hmm.
that is the main challenges to implement these kind of setups in the real time. From the application point and the cloud point, we can do it, not a problem. For
Yeah.
coming back to the network, this communication is very big challenge.
Right. Right.
If internet goes down, let's say you are using the internet, the
Yeah.
ISP link your company is using, if that goes down, what will happen? The synchronization will happen between on-prem to the cloud.
Yeah.
There are some challenges are over there. Okay, we'll see how.
Right. 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 Yeah. We ourselves at work get disconnected. Internet issue, VPN issues. Yeah.
Correct. After some time again, it will connect, not a problem. The synchronization between on-prem ID to the Exchange ID,
Mhm.
cloud ID, these synchronization, if it is break now, the data will be going to not replicated. But still the users will be able to log in and access those things, but not a problem. But the latest updates will not reflect it to the cloud.
Mhm.
Those issues are common because of, say, over internet you are going to connect the cloud, right?
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
issues
Yeah.
are common.
Common.
Again, we need to mount that drive.
Yeah, what happened?
Usually will take to build this kind of the setup in the production environment
Yeah.
will take 5 to 6 days.
Oh, wow.
Because of, see, here we
Yeah, we don't
the
have data
servers
here, but over there is too much of data and files. Yeah.
data, we need to get
So,
a infra also.
yeah.
Servers we need to get it, the communication, firewall
Right, right. It will
request.
take time. Yeah.
mm, from your desktop to again the communication need to be allowed to servers. There are so many change requests is there.
Yeah.
You have some knowledge on this also, again ports, which port
Oh,
needs
yeah,
to
yeah,
be
yeah,
allowed.
yeah. Yes,
That is
that
also
was
very.
my expertise. Yeah.
mm, we'll discuss those tomorrow.
My expertise has always been network.
Mm.
Mhm. All the connections between two servers, two locations, 5 locations, like that. Yeah.
Then you can easily understand that network not a problem.
Yeah.
Without network, we can't establish any setups. We can't implement anything, right?
Right, right.
First part in the cloud also, if you see
Mm,
in cloud or anything, first we will
mm.
build the network only.
Yeah, we did the DNS, yeah. IP
Mm.
config.
The Active Directory schema is updated and prepare schema for The forest domain name needs to be updated.
Mhm.
Organization name ABC. Completed. Setup is completed. Now we need to run the
Commands.
server installation is started now.
Yeah.
Check for update. We'll check it later. This we have to run few more steps. Once that is completed, we'll see. only will install the mailbox server on that.
Okay. But in regular time, they will be having the management role and everything, no? Edge
You're
transport role.
installing Hedge Transport will install separate server, not in this server. In the production also.
Oh.
Because it's done now, it is installing, starting the installation.
Okay, so this will take 1.5 hours.
Correct, correct.
Yeah.
We'll connect it tomorrow again. Okay.
Yeah, right. I
Okay.
just
Thank you.
wanted, thanks. I
Tell me.
just wanted to, you can cancel the recording.
Okay, one second.
Yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to know about the recording, the one